you, Adam. How's life? How's yogurt life? Heck, man. Dude, I swear they made the Angel game harder. Like, it just is harder than it used to be. I just know it. I just know it deep in my bones it's harder. Yo Kai, yo Chris. Turn up the volume? On what? My whole stream? I could do that, but it would be difficult. Probably is. Yeah, I knew that was happening. Probably is a good thing to do. I'm sure my stream is like relatively quiet compared to most stuff. Thanks, Entropy. But yeah, it would be really annoying to rebalance everything. But I probably should do that. Can't you just do math? No one understands how decibels work, man. There's not a single person in the world who understands how decibels work. Thanks, Nina. Thanks, Jess. Gamers are arriving. Thanks, Bry. Gamers are definitely arriving right now. Bry, come to GDQ. I don't have a commentary spot for you, but I will reserve a special seat for you. And then Kuroshi and I will force you to learn how to play Cinco Paws. It'll be a good time. That is a good emote. He made salmon. Nice. That's why he posted the emote. That doesn't look like a salmon though. That looks like a that looks like a Joel. I don't know what that looks like. Yeah, I don't think we have anything closer than that. I don't think Zora is that close to salmon. We probably will have a Cinco seminar live at GDQ. Not like on stage, but somewhere. Somewhere in the secret halls of the hotel. Kuroshi and I will teach all the secret lessons. Apparently, like, level 3 at least is required to be on my couch. This is, you know, things could have been different if you'd gotten into Cinco Paws, Nina. You could, you might be booking your trip to Minneapolis as we speak. Don't act like you don't want to come hang, though. You just need the excuse. Just like me at AGDQ when I could have hung out with all of you guys and I was Squidward instead. Dude. I'm Squidward again. I'm Squidward again, man. No. Do I even try this again or do I just reset? I kind of feel like I should reset. This is like 20 plus seconds. Too late. Thanks, Corey. Howdy, Cube. I mean, they made the game harder. Like, look at this. It's just harder than it used to be. What I should do is go to Don's PB and count the bullets. And then record a random attempt and count the bullets now. I swear it's gonna be a significant difference that can only be explained by patched. By the game being patched. Like that was just impossible? Get moist on the couch. You do not want me to do that though. I know you don't want me to do that. Yo, I should get Kanye West on the couch. Wait, what if I just got some random celebrity? Doesn't even have to be like a really racist celebrity. It could just be like a normal celebrity. Yo, what about Drake on what about Drake on the couch? No, man, I needed to cut through. Oh, Tayson Day is from Minneapolis. Yo, if he could sing the hook for Kuroshi's rap incentive. Dude, I mean, they just made the game harder, man. I thought you knew Tayson Day from Twitter. Moist isn't wildcardy enough. We'll see what kind of wildcard I can muster. Tayson Day has a PhD. I guess that's not very surprising. Why is that fake? I mean, why is that more fake than any other field? I just imagine Tay trying to lean away from the mic to breathe while doing GDQ commentary for me, but he's wearing the headset that has the mic attachment. It's just leaning for no reason. he thinks he's leaning away from the mic and can't figure out that it's following him. You are America. You don't need to study America, you have lived it. Have you? Haven't you just lived like in the middle of nowhere your whole life? Every good luck. Thank you for the good luck, Mono. What is Brazilian? Unclear. Well, there's a bunch of different middles of nowhere in the US. Also, America isn't just the US, okay? It's actually extremely, it's extremely, I don't know the word. Oh, according to American studies, it is only the US? That's actually, it's actually super, like, bigoted or something. What exactly is it about all these other countries in the Americas, North and South, that makes them not worthy of study? No, I was looking for, like, the USA equivalent of, like, Eurocentric. That's what I was looking for, but I don't think it really exists. Or, like, okay, Canadian studies, there's just nothing to study. Sorry, Canadians. What is there to study? What has ever happened there? They just... They don't even, like, have politics. They literally just... They care more about US politics than Americans do, you know what I'm saying? That's how little their politics matter. Nothing is going on there. Dude. Gonna cry. Idea for my wild card. I was wondering if it was called Americentrism, but I started to say that, and then I was like, wait, that completely defeats the point of what I'm trying to say, if that's the word. You guys think I could swing Kamala Harris to Be my wild card commentator. Like, what is she up to right now? It seems like nothing to me. It's not Mike Waltz. Isn't it Tim? I don't know who the hell Mike Waltz is. That was impossible. Like, dude, this... They made the game harder, I swear. I think they made it harder since yesterday, in fact. Like... That one I could have reacted if I'd been paying attention. Thanks, Don. A professional pianist to play during Zora cutscene on a grand piano. It's not a bad idea. Twilight Princess all bugs? Isn't that just like any percent? Do you not have to get all the bugs? I guess you don't, maybe. You guys don't think I could be president still? I feel like that's like still potentially in my future. It doesn't really feel like being president is quite off the table for me yet. I feel like the American people could get behind some of my takes. Okay, the thing is, if Spike accepted, he would just do his normal thing. Like, is that what we want? We just want Spike's normal commentary, which we're gonna get for like 20 other runs at GDQ anyway. What would I run as? I would probably invent my own party. This is literally just like speedrunning. Do I know the name of the guy who invented the space shuttle? No. Sausage Party, yeah. Yeah. Would it have the same name as my cult, the Sausage Links? Probably not. Announce my presidential run during my GDQ run. You can just do that, I noticed. I've noticed that people simply say that they're going to run for president like many years in advance, and it doesn't actually matter if you ever follow through or not. You can just say things. So I could do that just to get the people going, you know? Might not win without the endorsement of one of the two parties. Okay. I'll just be like both of the parties. Is that... Is there a way to do that? Well, I can just make my... I can just make my own party, and it's called, like... Dempublican or something. And then everyone's like, oh, he's both. Wow. This guy. Truly the... truly the first guy to really get it. Do you guys remember when Mr. Beast tweeted... like... tweeted that he's gonna run for president and acted like he invented centrism? Get Mr. Beast on my couch. That would probably be really expensive. And annoying, also. But what if I got some guy to pretend to be Mr. Beast? No. That... Like, he's a pretty normal... He's a pretty normal looking guy. He's like a pretty normal looking Jimmy, you know? I just need to find some guy named Jimmy, because, like, pretty much everyone named Jimmy looks like that. Maybe if I just pitch him a good enough video idea, I can get him to show up and help me out. He seems like he appreciates an ideas guy. Might be the worst run of all time. Okay, so what's the idea for a Mr. Beast video at GDQ involving my speedrun somehow? How do we convince Mr. Beast to come and be on my couch for free? This seems possible. Oh yeah, Jimmy 1717. When did Asmongold become involved? Whoops. Is Asmongold like still relevant? Like I'm sure people still watch him, but like I just don't hear about Asmongold anymore. What? I mean, he was like one of the biggest streamers on Twitch at one point, so... #1 NA streamer? He fell through the floor of his house? Did the floor rot from all the nasty food and stuff he leaves on lying around? He's actually the #1 NA streamer right now? What about Kai Cenat? That guy's not American? Or is Kai washed? Oh god. This is just so rough. Is he like an incel or what? Because, like, I feel like a woman might fix him. Unironically. He has like 4 teeth total. He has enough money for fake teeth, dude. Whoops. Also, there are... Never mind. That Bob the Builder, I can fix her meme really gets me. Okay, Claire, here's a question. How do I say this? Is that funny in any way at all? like no, but I'm including that. Like I'm including funny because it's not funny, and I think it's still not funny. That's where I come down on it. See, that's funny, Adam. Why am I so stupid, man? No one can tell me what to laugh at and what not to laugh at. And they've tried. Believe me. This is not gonna work because I am homosexual. Oh god.
Chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey,
Alright,
chicken jockey.
I'm guessing this is gonna
jockey,
become
chicken
funny
jockey,
after
chicken
like the
jockey,
50th one.
chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken
Right
jockey,
now it's not
chicken
funny
jockey,
yet.
chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken. Jockey, chicken 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 jockey.
Why is Postman's crotch pink?
Chicken jockey, 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 chicken jockey.
What makes someone's crotch pink in general?
Chicken jockey, 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 chicken. Jockey, chicken 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 jockey.
Thanks for the bits, consultant.
Chicken jockey, 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 chicken. Jockey, chicken 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 jockey. Chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey, chicken jockey.
I really thought it was over.
Chicken jockey, 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 chicken. Jockey, chicken 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 jockey.
I hope my 4-year-old cousin upstairs does not hear this and start laughing and come down here and hear some of the other stuff we're saying. What is this? Chicken jockey emote? It's stuck loading. This is a broken link? No. Chicken jockey.
The lull and lavish chicken, step is lavish chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. We mastered it, now you're ringing the bell, crispy and juicy. Now you're having a snackle, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
Wow. Why does he pronounce really basic things wrong? Super spicy. Thanks for the bits again, consultant. What is the space shuttle obsession? I actually have seen a space shuttle in Orlando, though. You could just not send your kids to college. Think how many bits you could buy if you did that. Or you could make your kids go deep into debt to go to college. Or you could just not have kids. I'm having enough kids for everyone here. You guys don't have to worry about it. Or yeah, or just embrace the yearning for the minds that is natural in all young children. I'm not, no. Neither Brant nor Lee nor Brant Lee. Especially spelled like that. My kids are gonna be named super normal stuff. Jaden. My kids are gonna be named normal stuff like Rock. Like Door. I'm super normal stuff. Yeah. Does Misa know about the 7 children plan? We'll find an easy way to break it to her. I feel like Rock is pretty mask. And Door is pretty femme. Honestly. If you really think about what's going on there. Oh yeah, Grace. That would be a good one. What? I accidentally talked again. No, dude. No, dude. Dodge that bullet, or like maybe you caused that bullet though. You caused that bullet, which is now coming at someone else. Also, women can be furries? I didn't know that. Genuine shock and awe. Never heard of it before. They're the worst furries. Okay, that feels a little sexist. I mean, yeah. I said it in like an excited tone, like I was happy to hear, for the sake of equality, that women can in fact be furries, contrary to the evidence that I have seen in my life. My take was actually woke as hell. He is being very loud. But we'll excuse him. We'll excuse that. On account of him being like 4. No, there's a lot of people here. Yo, Tanner. Yikes. Not gonna work in a million years. I thought it was the higher frame and it was the lower frame. And I probably didn't even do the hovers correctly for the higher frame, to be honest. Runs have been trash. Oops. I feel like that was I feel like that was world record tier first cycle discussion, was it not? I feel like the chat's doing all right, and I'm just not holding up my end of the bargain at the moment. Dating your step siblings? I've never had a step sibling, okay? So okay, this could be taken the wrong way in a lot of different ways. Jesus, man, like, I mean, yeah, I guess it's objectively weird. It's pretty much objectively weird. I guess that's a different question from what I was thinking of. What I was thinking was like, is it acceptable? Which is at least a little more complicated. Why is it weird? You know, because they're like kind of your siblings. And it's not normal to date someone that's at all your sibling. But also, like, people think it's weird, so it's weird. Simple as. But I feel like it's probably not, like... Jesus Christ. I'm sure there are, Chris, yeah. Hello, Green. Why would anyone pick their cock? Seems completely insane. I mean, I guess you can like do whatever artificial insemination strats if you just have balls, and you can't if you just have a cock. Is that the idea? Am I locking in the choice of balls? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess I can't have kids anymore. That's kind of like killing my 7 kids. But like it would probably be torture to not like imagine the phantom cock syndrome, right? Is that what it's called? Phantom? Is that what it's called? Yeah, like all kinds of weird stuff is gonna be happening down there. It's just not good. Whereas people chop off their balls like intentionally. I mean, you know, they do it in a little bit more of like a medical kind of way, but people do it intentionally all the time. And honestly, you could argue that I deserve to be castrated. I'm not saying I do, I'm just saying there's an argument. I admit that there's an argument. Since SGEQ 2018? What did I do at SGEQ 2018, man? Too good at Mafia? Too cool and funny and enjoyable to hang out with? Yeah, but why? I hadn't revealed... My cancer had not even... Like, at this point the cancer has metastasized, right? But like, in 2018, you didn't know. You didn't know that this was what was happening. Hello, Misa. I also don't really know what fraternities and sororities are. And no one here does. Not a single person here does. And just shutting this one down before it even starts. Don't start talking about the band fraternity or whatever. The marching band fraternity or whatever the fuck. I know someone's gonna come out with that. Yo, the chess fraternity? There should be a Cinco fraternity. Really, Bede? Cults for rich people? I mean, you could argue that that is just, college. There's a Cinco fraternity, I'm just not in it. Doubtful. Extremely doubtful. I am the center of the Cinco Pause community, man. Everything revolves around me. That's not even true of Majora's Mask, by the way. I'm like way out on the fringe, at the margins of the Majora's Mask community. I am a marginalized gamer in the Majora's Mask community, despite having 2 world records. It is definitely like that. How did that happen? Literally, how did that happen? I'm so baffled. Please work. No. Sounds like bro does not know all the artifact choices. No, I think green knows. I think green is pretty statue pilled. Oh, never mind. My favorite part of this run, believe it or not, don't laugh. My favorite part of this run is lullaby skip, I think. It's the only part of the run that can make me actually rage. It's the only part of the run that can make me feel something. I actually was raging, man. And that's the proof that lullaby skip is the best trick. I've never felt anything from any other part of this run. A-slide is pretty good though. But the A-slide is just gonna be normal, you know, soon. Soon I'm gonna be doing the A-slide in Snowhead Temple, and I'm gonna be A-sliding everywhere in 100% for some reason. Actually, I don't think that's true. I don't think there's any good A-slides in 100%. How much more enjoyable is this than any percent? I wouldn't say it's more enjoyable. Any percent is like very tight. It's like, you know, after you get out of first cycle, it's kind of non-stop action. And there's a lot of variety packed into that, like less than an hour after first cycle's over. There's a lot of different cool things. This run has a longer first cycle effectively, because I'm counting the like East Clocktown stuff as human in second cycle. I'm counting that as first cycle. And then there's just a lot of kind of downtime or like not that interesting parts where you're just like rolling around as Goron a bunch or something. There's still, you know, there's more stuff overall, but it's not as dense as any percent. Not as much variety per minute of gameplay. But there's a lot of stuff that's unique to this category that I like a lot. Damn. My wild card fell through, guys. I need a new wild card. All right, what celebrity am I getting as wild card commentator for GDQ? Well, the reason the A slide into ranch is not good in 100% is because you need to. I think you need to get a keg anyway, and then you might as well use it because you have to leave the ranch that way. You don't leave the ranch that way in all masks. You soar out. So close. So, yeah, in 100% it's better to just blow up the rock so that you can leave faster instead of having to A-slide back through the other way or something. Amaranth? Is it true that Amaranth just did a 17-hour stream of arguing with her husband? Sounds so horrible. I'm pretty sure the A-slide is just not even faster than 100%. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't think so, Chris. I think you have to A-slide to get out. Tom Cruise on the couch. I don't really have the strats, honestly. I don't know how I'm supposed to get these celebrities. We need someone who's like already into. There's gotta be who's like a gamer celebrity who's like into, likely to be into this, but also cool. Zelda Williams, no. Lil B. So Soulja Boy, yo, let's get Soulja Boy on the couch. One of the kids from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Oh, one of the main ones. I thought you were saying some random kid from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Dylan Sprouse. Lil B. Dude. Wait, so people have already done this strat. People have already done this strat for Smash, apparently. The Mega Man song? You talking about the singing over Mega Man with lyrics meme that's in I Wanna Be the Bashi? I'm pretty sure Soulja Boy's career has ended a while ago. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna try to get him on the couch. I didn't mean it, Soulja. Didn't mean it. Bro, how funny would Soulja Boy be though, for real? That would actually be the perfect energy. I bet they wouldn't. I bet they would not allow him. The vetting team would shut it down. Yeah, I might shoot some shots. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about shooting some shots. Twitter DM? I don't think anyone reads those. We gotta find a better way. We can fly a drone up to Drake's balcony and drop off a message for him. I don't know if managers are the type of people to even bring cool stuff like that up to their people. Did Jonathan blow on the couch? I think most people would. I think that would be a negative for most people. Also, he would probably not get vetted because of his political shit. I think they would deny. Baron Trump. Oh god. Well, Notch would definitely get denied. Right? I don't know. GDQ doesn't want things to be political. They're very big on like not saying anything political. Like they're not gonna want me to have a commentator that like automatically makes things political. Also, I don't want that. Oh, Notch? Yeah, Notch is just like... I don't know. He's said a lot of controversial things over the years. Yeah, I thought you were asking about Baron. My bad. But yeah, Notch has offended everyone. What fruit you're eating? Probably a pear. I'm gonna go with pear. Nice menuing, man. I just can't do it. Watermelon? Wait, were you even here for the fruit tier list discussion the other day or yesterday, whenever that was? I'll have to try a pear soon. I assumed you were making me guess because it was related to the discussion. I was thinking something along those lines, bro. Hilarious. Get in there, man. There's brown ones? Holy lag, dude. The lag spiked way harder than usual. I just messed up the hover. This is awful. Is that high enough? Nope. What am I doing, dog? Yeah, pears, I didn't rank pears because I've never had one because I've always assumed that they're not good, that they're just apples but worse. And saying that this is also not going to work, man. Oh, that's definitely not gonna work. It actually, the clip worked, and then I got a slow recoil. One more. I don't know, man. I don't know. Might just be a garbage day. Surely people have tried this strat before, though, like just getting celebrities to commentate for you at GDQ. Surely people have tried it before, right? And yet I haven't seen it happen, so probably GDQ doesn't like it, if I had to guess. Come on, man. No, no. I think that was bullshit. I think I was gaming. Breathe in time with the angel game. That run felt pretty blessed until that point. It felt pretty lucky. Maybe it wasn't that lucky. I don't know. Maybe I was just locked in. Not sure. Okay. I did not think I could cut through there. Why would I... Why? Why would I make that decision? Jesus Christ. What a throw. Possibly my biggest throw ever. Not that 100 seconds is that close to a PB, but... There's literally nothing going on the screen, and I did that for some reason. Let me out of here. We're doing this again. We're resetting again. Nope. We're dead. Get some runs going of what? Mario? Very specific. Very specific. Good luck with Mario, man. 64, nice. One more. Okay, I said one more, so I guess I'll respect it. Yo, Champ Cal. Yeah, this has to be the last attempt. Adam, how hard is Mario 64? How long would it take me to world record in that game? For the clout. A long time. What if I'm built different, though? Probably there's easier games to get clout in. What's like the best effort to clout ratio game that I could pick up? Minecraft? Well, I'm not doing that, so. Diablo 4. Do people actually care about that outside of like the Elon memes? Oh, thanks, Frank. I gotta remember to add those emotes. Or like update the emotes. I forgot to do that earlier. A new Glorp one? Like for 7TV? I'll peep in a second. Isn't the Minecraft speedrun just like super RNG heavy, like it's a waste of time to grind it because someone's just gonna get luckier? Glorp throws Majora away. What? Dude, I wish people cared about Syncopause speedruns. Or in general, Syncopause. Yeah, I did see the new record. That's why I was thinking about it. I think I still stand by my... I think I still stand by my take that Syncopause should have some kind of timer, though. Because then you wouldn't have to do a speedrun, you could just play for score and going fast matters. Although, it depends on how the timer is implemented. What? Yeah. Like I was imagining maybe you get bonus points for going fast and stuff. Per minuto. Yeah. No Ponto per minuto. Yeah, I thought about something like that before. I don't know, it is kind of ugly. The way the game is now is very clean in a certain way, but in another way it's kind of ugly that you can just take as long as you want to. But in another way, it's kind of interesting that it like wraps back around to a meta thing where you can't take as long as you want to, because then you're never gonna get experience with all the different combinations of mechanics, because you've got to do a whole bunch of runs to do that. Can't just spend person man amounts of time on one attempt. Yo, Karosh. Lose 1,000 Pontos if you use Syncomantia. Yo, thanks, Thomas. I mean, that's part of the good part. Like, if you use a timer, if you have a timer, then that does punish you for using Syncomantia, because it does take a lot of time to like fill that stuff out and everything. Glorp with Red Bull. Yeah, it might be meta for bad players, yeah. But at world record level, it would solve the Syncomantia problem, I feel like. But there probably is a big in-between section up to like 4K or something where you can definitely benefit from using it. Yeah, but like you can't, there's no actual way to police that, is all I'm saying. Thomas knows when my GDQ run is, it's July 14th. They're extending the schedule an extra day to July 14th. The cheating problem, like, really is a big issue. Like, like, how do you make a 100% bulletproof competitive leaderboard for something like Syncopause, or any game, really? It's really kind of just impossible. If you don't completely control the hardware. If you completely control the hardware, like, maybe. But that's really stupid and jank. Oh shit, really, Thomas? That'd be sick. Well, we're calling it cheating. What it is like there's an app that you can use to... There's no time pressure in the game. So there's an app that you can just use to track stuff and get information and like stuff like that. by just... It's not just like taking notes, it's like you take notes and then it tells you stuff about what's going on based on what you've noted. Yeah, and yeah, you have to play from a proctored location. That's kind of the only way. And then still people like put something in their butt. Yeah, okay, wait, Adam already said that. Yeah, people still find a way. Yeah. This is kind of like a universal problem in video games. Like, at some point it comes down to trust. At some point you just have to trust that the person didn't cheat. Which sucks. Yeah, yeah, you can use it as a note-taking tool, which is... less cheating, for sure. At the very least, less cheating. How have runs been tonight? Absolutely horrible. We have not gotten past the Dongo Grotto. And it's been like 2 hours? Almost 2 hours. I'm just big on the spirit of the game, you know? Like, the butt plug is not in the spirit of chess. Syncomancia to me is not in the spirit of Syncopause. Yeah, I admit that... I admit that I'm probably lucky that my memory is good enough that it's like not really an issue. Like, it's more convenient for me to play without notes than with notes. I might feel differently if if my memory was not good enough to do that easily. I wonder if ChatGPT knows anything about how to play Cinco. If ChatGPT had the script from my Cinco Let's Play series, it would know a lot of things. Why are we talking about butt plugs? Because somebody cheated in chess by using a butt plug that would like vibrate Morse code to tell them how to play or something like that. Or at least there was a meme about that. I don't know if it was ever real. No proof. They didn't do a anal cavity search. What if I got past the Dongo Grotto this run? How crazy would that be? Am I smarter than a chimpanzee? I won, I think. Pretty sure I won. The game's easy. I bet Misa would be really cracked at that game, actually. But yeah, like for an action game, if you have like kernel level control, you can have effective anti-cheat for a game. But for something like Cinco, it's literally just not possible unless you like monitor every run, because they can always just use a different device. If it's an action game that's fast-paced enough, then you know. There's, I mean, no, but even for an action game, like, you can make a task bot to press buttons, you know? You can, I mean, you can design a game where that is not useful, probably, but for a lot of games, it's not really that simple, like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would probably like the game more if you lost a point per minute. That's what I was saying a little bit ago. I think I probably prefer the version of Syncopause where you just lose a point per minute for the whole run, or something like that. Although there is some weird stuff that happens there where, like, certain spells take a lot longer to cast. You know, a lot of the more interesting stuff that, like, bounces around the screen a lot. Interesting combos that bounce around the screen a lot and stuff. That just takes a lot more real time to cast. And, like, do you really want to relatively disincentivize that? That's kind of weird. I know they're usually relatively strong, but, like, that still doesn't mean that you want to disincentivize them compared to how the game works right now. I mean, some people can just look at the screen and store the image. Whoops. Thought that was good. Really thought that was good too? That I knew was bad? What the? Oh no, man. Real comedy here. I got some pretty nice air on that one jump. Yeah. Nice. Tried to pause too early. Should be high enough. Dude. Oh my god. Bruh. We're actually doing a run after all this time. It's kind of like barely booling, I gotta say, but we'll take it. The time loss from the wallet dupe, though, that is a bit of a yikes. I felt late, honestly. Extremely dead chat. It's pretty funny how first cycle ends and everyone just leaves. You guys just like to see me suffer, I think. Where am I? I have no idea where I am. I'm just gonna swim. How did I get that angle? What? Yo, Lou. What's up? Lou doesn't know that they missed the party already. Oh, God. I don't know how that happened. Extremely clean. Baby rage. I think I gotta go ahead and invert. Hilariously close bomb drop. should have known. I should have known. Nice, Don. Digging the steady progress here. Curious what you think about what comes after Planetarium. I just realized you're probably gonna have never mind, I shouldn't say that. I'll just say you're probably gonna have a similar experience to me. Had a certain thing coming up. Relative to more like me than most players, I imagine. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a weird, really weird setup. In-game time is super early. Oh my god, that would be so cursed. Okay, level 20 is what I was talking about. Okay, so you know what's going down. I'm a big fan of how that works with the hearts and everything. Don't love this position. Okay. I have regrets, man. I mean, that was a pretty fast backup, but that's still, like, borderline enough time lost to make this not Boolean anymore. In fact, no, it's fine, it's fine. I'll keep it Boolean. I'm remembering how much I can still technically rainbow this split by. Nah, we can't do Boolean like this. No, Boolean is always Boolean. You have to. It's like it's some kind of sacrilege or something. Boolean is not just something to play around with like that. It represents a sort of ideal. And perverting it in that way, it doesn't feel right. Boolean would never become aware. Yeah. It's literally like when Adam and Eve put their clothes on. he he does not currently know. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Although, look in his eyes, kind of seems like he knows. Kind of seems like he knows what he's doing. He is... Bro definitely has the knowledge of good and evil. I mean... It's so hard to fix this. This is a horrible run. Just horrible. I get a notification every time a new device logs in to my network, my Wi-Fi network. There's 4? No, I guess there's 5 people here. But one of them is a 4-year-old. I guess 4-year-olds have iPads these days, but I swear I've gotten 10 of these notifications in the last 30 minutes. These people need to touch grass. Not sure if that's gonna work. Just horrible. Just horrible. Slash before ledge clip. Oh. No, the slash is just to get a consistent starting position for the sideways walk, the guano walk that we do, or that I do. Like I get a consistent position by targeting the wall in the corner, but I can't just start a sideways walk from there because I'll be like smashing my face against the wall really slowly and barely moving sideways. So the slash just puts me a set distance away from the wall that's convenient. Shout out Guano. I guess we can't really call this boolean anymore, huh? Kinda have to do that. I'm glad I inverted so early. Dear God, this would be like really bad if I hadn't inverted so early. This is at least like continuable. Oh, there's a dog here apparently. Oh no. Wait, this is one of the dogs that peed on me recently. Oh no. Hello, Misa. I do live alone most of the time. But, it's complicated. No, a bunch of family is just in town right now and staying here. Oh, did we disconnect from the WebSock? Good thing no one is using the TTS, so no one's getting scammed. Okay, this is workable in-game time, and it's workable bomb count. If I don't get a drop, it's okay. Feeling pretty sleepy. It's odd that oh, I wonder if I could hide that. The thing that says disconnected from the WebSock. I bet I can. We would have to test it and see if the TTS still works, but I bet it would, because the audio is controlled separately. I don't actually need the, like, monster TTS visuals. I do feel like there should be a way to fix it so that it doesn't disconnect from the WebSock, though. That would also be good. So that people don't get scammed. Another device, man. Ain't no way. I think I still go for the bomb drops here. I'm confident in my A slides. I'll go for both. Nice, nice double bomb drop. Okay, I do have to hit this. Do have to hit this though. Uh-oh. It's fine. It is fine. You can enter the ranch at like, I don't know, probably like 340 or something and save it with using the Gossip Stone, but that's kind of slow. But you can enter as late as like 333 and say make it just rolling as Goron. That was last frame. Last frame roll, last frame grab. Pretty sure. But yeah, I'm pretty bad at it if I enter ranch after like 331, 332. I just haven't practiced it that much. I don't like playing it that close. And with the A slide, I like to give myself enough leeway to fail the A slide at least once, so. I don't really... It's rare for me to get in this situation where I actually need to do the aiming and stuff that fast. Yeah, ideally you enter by like 315 and then you can just backwalk. And if you enter sometime between 315 and 330 or whatever, you can super slide. If you have a bomb to spare. But I guess it's not slow. Ideally you play it close enough. Like, theoretical optimal run, you do enter the ranch at like 333 and roll as Goron. But I like to keep it chill with the endgame time and try to make it by like 315 or something. Yeah, realistically I like to leave about the amount of leeway that if I play well, I can enter at like 315 or something. And then not transform. No, no. Oh, I was so close to hitting like 3 times. Could have been worse. Shout out Fake Oscar. Goodbye, Fake Oscar. Oh, I forgot to test this. It's a little close to being an early roll. That was a little bit sus. Almost just lost a ton of time, but to being early on that and just dropping the bugs. True, Nile. This split wasn't too bad, despite the pretty bad archery. Wow. This is pretty nice over on this side, on the right side here. This guy seems to be pretty far back in the corner though. Oh, no, not too bad. That guy's gonna be a problem though. Going right first. Played that well, I think. Not the best RNG, but not... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We definitely take it. I'm glad we got a run going today. I don't even care if it dies to the dumbest thing imaginable right after I say that. Just glad we got something. Kind of jank movement, man. Not sure what was wrong with that, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I turned straight, because I've been paying a lot of attention to that recently, so I must have just held the direction for the side hops too long. It's kind of a lot of time loss. I think I'm losing like most of my time here. Sleepy. now that the run really sucks, instead of just kind of sucking, I'm getting sleepy. Also probably sugar crash. I've eaten like nothing good today. Actually, I guess I ate eggs. But mostly I've eaten a bunch of sugar today. Could be worse. Dude. Ouch. Goal time for this category is 2:11. Extremely easy goal. This category doesn't benefit from Lullaby Skip Hess the way that any percent does. It's the main difference. Really? Also, this category doesn't benefit as much from Song of Double Time cutscene skips. The way English does. Bruh, I needed to save time there. Is the text faster? It is. It's like maybe like 20 seconds per hour of game. No, that's probably not true. I shouldn't do it like that. I don't know. Maybe like 30 seconds in this run of text time save from playing on JP. Hope this works. Okay. Yes, you can complete the IQ version of this game instantly, actually, because it does not exist. Isn't IQ fastest for a Summo OT category right now? At this very moment? Also, are there people here who know about OOT? Because I have a question. No, okay. No, apparently there's no one here. Never mind. I was just gonna ask, like... I guess this is subjective, but like... Are there benefits to, N64? What are the benefits of N64? I guess to officially play 1.0, you gotta be on N64. Cause like in MM, VC is kind of just superior unless, other than the slightly more difficult ESS position, but that's kind of fine. You can just get good. But I guess in OT it's a lot more complicated. Yeah, it kind of seems like a mess. Like, compared to MM where, you know, VC is kind of just optimal for... At least for NMG categories, it's pretty firmly just gonna be optimal. Yeah, but I realize I'm just saying because the inject is banned, that kind of makes it a console thing, right? That was a little weird. Could have done that better. Yeah, I just mean with the current rules. With the current rules. Because I don't know if I would want inject allowed. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Twitch description. You gotta say something really funny to get into the, whoops. Get into that image, if that's what you mean. Have you tried saying something funny? Skibbity. Hilarious. Howdy, Taffel. Well, it has to be a certain brand of funny, I guess. And it has to be insulting to me in some way. Not the cafe mask. Nope. Terrible. Runs were terrible until this one. This one is like mid as hell. Oh my god. At least they didn't all fall all the way down. Pepega aim? Pepega aim, man. We gotta get that into the record, dude. I was just close enough that if I did the slash in the easy, obvious way that I wanted to, I would walk into him and take damage, so I was trying to do it an awkward way. And taking damage there, cool. Uh-huh. So I think the run's just dead to in-game time, actually, because I was about to have to invert as soon as I made it across there. I think the run is actually just dead to in-game time. That was very unfortunate. Whoops. What am I doing? It's gonna be tight. Also, the runs just sucks in general, so. I mean, 211 is kind of, dude, this, that's just such a bad mistake. Very curious if I can even make it to Milk Bar in time. For those of you who don't know, the Milk Bar entrance closes at 5 o'clock, so 1 hour left on the timer. I have to do the Butler race before that. And then I have to deposit rupees in the bank before that. Well, could I do it in the other order? Not really. Because if it's getting that late anyway, you can't really change the route, because if it's getting late enough that you're going to be late to the Milk Bar, then you're also probably going to be late to Twin Mold for the end of the cycle. Well, I'm not playing Worm Game tonight. I'm definitely dipping after this. Although I do want to take another crack at that one puzzle that was seeming kind of hard. It's breaking my brain. Yeah, but if you're doing Song of Double Time to pause time, you're losing enough time that, like, the run just sucks. And the run already sucks enough. I guess I could have done Deku strats here to save a tiny bit of in-game time. Is that even true? No, I need this in-game time to be passing anyway for Butler to move. Guess I could have done Deku strats at the first... that other water spot earlier in the race. It's gonna be tight. I think we can barely make it, maybe. Thank you, Micaiah. I suspect this is barely gonna make it. I'm less sure now. No, this is fine. So much time to spare. Man, this would be like a kind of... This would be slowly turning into a kind of decent run if I hadn't fallen down in Spider House. That was like a 30+ second mistake. That was a like 40 to 45 second mistake maybe? So yeah, this would this would be like a hilariously decent run considering how bad the alien split was. If not for that one frame early jump slash. Well, green does not mean good. That's all I can say. Because I've been like over a minute ahead at this point. I just barely made it to the in-game time bottleneck. I mean, I still have to play pretty much perfectly to get to... Not pretty much perfectly, but I have to play really well to get to Twin Mold, but that's true if I want a PB anyway. Does that work? That probably doesn't work. Oh, wow. I'm not saying 211 is completely impossible. It's... If I really gamed, 211 is still possible, and got really, really lucky as well, and also remembered how to do this route. Dear God. Nice dragonfly kill that actually slows me down by freezing the game. That is in that's an RNG thing that an RNG time loss that I've literally never seen before. "33 seconds for inverted stone tower. What do we think?" Or 33 in-game minutes, sorry. Dude. That is actually so bad. I mean... I have to drink the milk? Is that what I have to do? I think I have to drink the milk right now. It doesn't get rid of my song storage when I drink the milk, does it? No, surely not. I got fooled by the camera? I've never done that before. This is a new route that I'm inventing, new backup route. I mean, the run sucks. Dude, I was like, I missed the Igor with the bomb. That's a really dumb way to lose time, and also a new one. This fucker. Gotta Gotta go over here, I think. Could have been worse, I guess. Yo, poke. Just trying to get a mean PB right now. That's all. I did play that well, though. I realized he was coming at me. What the hell am I doing? Okay, that's awful. The run's dead. I think it's just dead. That was just too bad. Both unlucky and not skillful. But like that should have been. I should have been able to 2-cycle that. It was a pretty tricky pattern, but mostly it was just bad. I mean, we gotta at least try to rainbow exit Clocktown. But if the run dies the lullaby skip or whatever, then I'll just end stream. This would still be like a perfectly okay run if I'd just not fallen down in the spider house. Yeah, 211 is so easy, man. This run is horrible, and it's still not quite dead. This is actually an awful run. What? Okay, man. Well, there goes the best possible time being under PB right there. Thanks, Cubex. Thank you, man. Yeah, shout out Tanner for real though. All right, it's fine. We'll get the huge exit Clocktown rainbow and save it. It's actually so fine. Go Teufel. This is totally the run to get a huge exit Clocktown rainbow. Magic or bombs there would have been nice, but okay. Second try is fine, man. Give me second try. Okay, okay. Do not. Okay, we got another guy. We got another wolf here. Got a free hit. That's nice. I'm just gonna go from here. I mean, just because of that, though, the wolf going off, I don't know if I can rainbow anymore. That's nice. I had a feeling it was tight there. That's just my bad. Huge throws. Huge throws. Can I get past? I'm pretty sure the run's dead. It might have been barely possible when I got to the second ramp, and then I did the slashes like one frame too fast. Had to climb back up. I've had good backups this run, I gotta say. Like throughout, I've had a lot of backups that I don't do often at all. And they went well. That ramp is so stupid. Am I too close? No. Well, I can still PB. Tanner, I decided not to do that because I can still... I thought I could still PB without doing that. And I didn't think that I could get a 211 no matter what, so... I didn't want to try it, and it would probably kill the run if I tried it. And, yeah. But then I immediately failed something else, and... now it's probably dead anyway, so... Nothing matters. Life is meaningless. Yo, Vark. What up, dude? This has been really clean, though. I should never say that, but, you know. Of course. The dumbest possible thing. Right after I say that it's clean. Again, decent backup though. I noticed immediately and didn't get stuck all the way in the corner, which I've done before. Why not do the lullaby skip as Link like in any percent? Yeah, we play on the Japanese version for this game and it works differently. You can't do it. Don't ask me why I shot that extra arrow. My finger, like, did a spasm. Why did I even... what? Why did I press the equip button as soon as I tabbed over? Makes no sense. Really? Where am I? Incredible. That was mostly not in-game time also, so that kind of sucks. Or I guess it was like half in-game time. And half not. Pretty fast aim. Pretty slow setup. I was probably close enough before that last scoot. But I was concerned. In fact, I definitely was close enough. Yeah. What am I doing? Is that does that work? Okay. I pressed the A button instead of the bow button. That was very strange. That was really well played to not let him get away there. That's a pretty bad angle for him to swim. I love jiggling on Georg. Pretty clean. Yeah, I'm curious how close this is to a rainbow. I'd be surprised if it is a rainbow. Just because of the lullaby skip RNG being pretty bad. The lullaby skip RNG and mistake. But everything after that has been really clean. So, I mean, not perfect still. The PCS was could have been a little bit faster, but still might be the fastest I've ever done it. I really just don't know exactly how bad this rainbow is. Dude, out of the way. I guess that doesn't matter because of in-game time. Wow, I was supposed to... was supposed to target so I could see where that idiot was gonna be. Again, in-game time, doesn't matter. Oh, okay. This might be alive, dude. I'm not sure. It kind of looks okay. Certainly a lot better than whatever that pace was yesterday. But I don't remember what that ended up being. Whoops. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not alive. Blast Mask event takes a while. And I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for endgame time, I think. Oh yeah, the TCS. The TCS. I forgot about the TCS setup. That's the other thing on the split that was bad that I'm forgetting. Yeah. And yeah, no, yeah, this is dead. This is dead to lullaby skip. Because I'm gonna be waiting still quite a while. I'm still pretty early. Super dead. I'm waiting quite a while. Yeah, see, so this is how much time you can save by That's this is a bit misleading what I'm saying, but this is all the time that you're trying to save by doing the Song of Double Time at the second ramp during a lullaby skip instead of inside the temple. But you also get a cutscene from playing Song of Double Time outside a temple. So you get an extra cutscene when you play Song of Double Time, and there's like extra equips and stuff that you have to do. So you don't actually get all of this time save, so it's not as good as it might seem. But if you play absolutely perfectly for all the in-game time stuff on the split, it can be a good bit of time save. Almost a rainbow though, man. Or maybe it, no, it's not a rainbow. That is pretty close to a rainbow though, considering what happened at Lullaby Skip. And other things. Like, Jesus Christ. What am I doing? I don't need to turn around for that. I don't think I have 5 seconds of rainbows in the rest of the run, unfortunately. Maybe it's technically possible on Fierce Deity. I don't normally do the pause here, man. This is not gonna work. Cannot believe I made that work. Not very excited, for sure. Oh no, some of best can definitely dip below 209, because I was just saying, like, exit Clocktown, I can rainbow that by like 30 seconds, man, without even doing the crazy in-game time strat. Only 10 seconds behind PB, and yet that is a gap that we cannot close. I'll finish it out though. Just a horrible, horrible, horrible run. But yeah, like probably like a 208 20 something is possible with the strats I do. Okay, so let's actually try to estimate how much faster that exit clock town could have been, since it almost tied my rainbow. How many wind cycles did I lose? I mean, I had extra mask transformations as well between the first and second ramp. I also didn't get first try on the first ramp. I got second try. Okay, so second try, that's 5 seconds. Several extra wind cycles with the wolves. Let's say 30 seconds there. Well, honestly, that seems fair. Including those extra mass transfer. Dude, maybe I can rainbow that. Maybe I can rainbow that by like a minute still, actually. Because there was the TCS stuff, there was the PCS. I mean, I can't realistically do that, but maybe a truly perfect split would be close to a minute faster than my rainbow right now. But again, that's without the crazy in-game time strat. But the crazy in-game time strat really does not save that much, I don't think. The equips are really bad, and the stupid... You have to do a little weird setup for it that takes you a little bit out of the way, and you get an extra cutscene. It's just kind of garbage. I'm wondering if there's any way that I can rainbow by this much. I don't think so. Oh, there is the super swim. There is a super swim in Gaiorg trial, but I haven't practiced it at all, and it's kind of awkward. And I don't even know, I never figured out what the equips are for that. Yeah, I don't think this is possible to PB. What a shame. But yeah, this is inspiring. Honestly, this is inspiring because this was terrible the whole way through. This felt just so bad at every point. Except like first cycle. Worst that can happen if I YOLO the super swim is I was wrong and I actually could have PB'd with a perfect moon without the super swim, and I throw it away trying to save 1 second on a super swim that I'm gonna save 0 seconds on because I'm not used to the equips. That's the worst that can happen. Nope. Apparently I'm not used to these equips either. What the hell am I doing? I think I needed to get magic there, actually. I think this is going to be weird later at the Goron trial. I think I have to slow down at Goron trial because of not having a sliver of magic. I need at least a sliver to start charging the roll thing. dude. Oh, I'm standing too close. I don't normally stand on this side. Sleepy. Sleepy gaming. Alright, see you later, Tanner. Yeah, I just want to finish this out for practice. It's definitely dead. What do you mean during the tree portion? Oh, you mean the super swim? You're talking about the super swim? By tree portion, you mean like the binary tree? Whoops. You're calling the swimming portion a tree because it's like branching paths? You have to... I don't even know what the optimal equips would be. That's the whole problem. Oh, here's why I should have got magic right here. That would have been nice to have magic for that. But yeah, you need to equip bombs for Gyro Trail. I don't know exactly the best way to do that. Like that could theoretically change the entire like order of the moon if you want to do the eclipse optimally. Whoops. GG's. GG's. Let's not do that one on 211 pace. Scary dog sounds. That was almost a fail again. World record tomorrow. I hope I am able to stream tomorrow. Stuff is gonna get pretty busy with my family and all that, but I think I have it worked out where I can still keep the grind going. Pretty sure. But yeah, right here I would just pull a bomb and then walk into place and then transform and do a super swim off of it. But it's really awkward to keep your speed because of the way these tunnels work and stuff. Ouch. This isn't even gonna be a 212, man. Bruh. I'm not gonna go through everything in this run again, but like, just suffice to say, a lot of comedy happened. Some really big, really bad things happened. Some really stupid mistakes. The fact that this was alive for as long as it was is just crazy. Not gonna work. Too close. But yeah, 211 is super free. Super free. Cool. Never been just straight up blasted at the end like that before. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, totally. No, 211 even. Like, in the past 3 days, I've had 3 211 pacers to lullaby skip. None of them were today, but I got a 212 to there today. I mean, if we think about the rainbow that we were just talking about at Exit Clocktown, that's still not unrealistic to get a 211. But anyway, I gotta go like right now. I wanted to finish that run, but I really have to go. Let's see if there's someone to raid real quick. We can raid. This looks something. This looks like something. Tell him good luck for me. I have to go. Goodbye. Good night. See you tomorrow, hopefully.